Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Ridge Forrester summoned Steffy Forrester to the office, so she arrived wondering what the big exigency was. Ridge confessed that he fired Carter Walton and offered updates on the LLC preemption plot. Once Ridge explained that Carter was romantically involved with Hope Logan, everything started to click into place for Steffy. After Steffy said Hope was using Carter to save her job, she blustered about Hope pushing John Finnegan to connect with Sheila Sharp and leading Thomas Forrester on for months. Steffy principally said Carter was Hope's rearmost victim and criticized her for making him fall for her tone-serving advice. Brooke Logan was concerned over Hope acting like Forrester Creations, demanded a shakeup. After Brooke tried to move Hope that this preemption was wrong, she admitted Ridge was condemning Hope for turning Carter against him and the company. Hope realized she was being made a goat and suggested the Forresters were determined to make her a villain. Despite Brooke's disapprobation over her son's plan with Carter, she claimed she would let Steffy and Ridge smear Hope. Latterly, Hope was alone when Steffy slogged in the cabin. Hope complained about the ambush, but Steffy was more interested in raving about Hope luring Carter and getting him to throw down his career. Steffy claimed Hope poisoned Carter against the Forresters and wondered how Hope lived with herself. Hope argued that they tried logic with Ridge and Steffy, but that got them nowhere. After Hope said they eventually decided to push back, Steffy made it clear that Hope and Carter had failed. According to Steffy, all Hope did was destroy a good man. Now that Hope had shown her true colors, Steffy said she was finished and that she'd no way be part of Forrester Creations again. In the design office, Katie Logan scrabbled for word on Will Spencer's interest in Electra Forrester, who suddenly intruded. That led to some talk about Electra's unanticipated hassle with Remy Price lately. Although Electra was happy to see Remy and didn't condemn him for her history, she confessed that he reminded her of commodity she was trying to lead before. Electra just wanted to concentrate on a fresh launch and eventually got Will to head to Il Giardino with her for lunch. At the eatery, Remy was detracted by Filmland of Electra on his phone, but he put his phone down when Sheila popped up. Remy was thankful to Sheila and Deacon Sharp for this job since he demanded it to keep him in Los Angeles. Sheila asked what brought Remy to California and guessed he was an actor, but Remy said notoriety from back home moved there and this was their chance to reconnect. Remy added that he'd been in admiration of this girl for as long as he could flash back. Sheila hoped the youthful woman appreciated what Remy was doing for her. Remy said he'd do just about anything to be close to her and ultimately looked at further Electra snaps on his phone. Once Will and Electra arrived, Sheila set up them a table, despite their lack of a reservation. After Sheila mentioned they had a brand new server, Remy walked over and surprised Electra with his new job. Will got in preface to Remy and shook his hand. Remy verified that Electra had been part of his life for a long time and said they went to academy together. After Will said it was crazy that Remy ended up in LA, Remy dodged talking about that and suggested perhaps he could get them a reduction on their food. Electra sounded happy about the idea of seeing Remy whenever they came to Il Giardino, but Will looked uneasy. Electra will remain unconscious to the peril, so we'll bring you more prognostications on all the bad news that's brewing. Sheila Carter Sharp gets to know Remy Price. Remy also was introduced to Will Spencer. Meanwhile, Steffy Forrester Finnegan angrily confronts Hope Logan. Steffy arrives at Forrester Creations after getting in critical textbook communication from Ridge Forrester. Steffy is stupefied when Ridge announces he fired Carter Walton. Steffy gets the details about Carter's scheme. Ridge explains whoever manages the LLC on paper is in charge of Forrester Creations. Also, Ridge tells Steffy that Hope was in on Carter's scheme. That's when Steffy declares, "I knew it." Ridge tells Steffy that Carter and Hope claim to be in love. Ridge and Steffy agree that Hope is just using Carter. Steffy rants about Hope pushing John Finnegan to bond with Sheila, also threading Thomas Forrester along for months. Steffy reasons Carter didn't stand a chance. Steffy views Carter as Hope's victim. The achievement is all Hope's fault. Ridge takes a call from Justin Barber. It's going to take some time for Justin to check into Carter taking over Forrester Creations. At the cabin, Brooke Logan wonders what Carter was allowing. Hope defends Carter, and admits to being a part of it. Brooke recalls Ridge's rage. Hope insists that Carter is demanded at Forrester Creations. Hope reminds Brooke that she ran effects for a bit. Hope is sure that effects need to be shaken up occasionally. Brooke says, "Not like this." Brooke is upset about her son. Hope gets frustrated and asks why she told Ridge. Brooke says she wanted to stop it before it went too far. Now, Ridge blames Hope. Hope admits knowing she's the goat. Hope says Ridge is being just like Steffy, determined to paint her the villain. Brooke won't let them. Brooke leaves for work. After Brooke leaves, Steffy struts into the cabin like she owns it. Steffy confronts Hope about Carter and the failed preemption. Hope reminds Steffy she told her she wasn't interested in Finn. Steffy accuses Hope of using Carter. Steffy says Carter claims he loves Hope. The Golden says Carter wants to bring leadership to Forrester Creations. Hope calls Steffy's leadership a petty despotism. Steffy and Hope continue fighting. Steffy says Hope destroyed Carter, and it's disgusting. Steffy brings up Thomas and Finn, also says Hope is finished. When Steffy insists Hope will no way be part of FC again, the Golden raspberries. At Forrester Creations, Katie Logan and Will are in the design office. Katie teases Will about liking working there because of Electra Forrester. Will doesn't deny it. Electra walks by and they talk about her work with Ivy Forrester. Electra confesses she enjoys working with Will. Electra tells Katie about running into an old friend from back home at Il Giardino. Will thinks it'll make Electra feel more at home. Electra clarifies that seeing her friend just reminded her of back home. Electra came to LA to start fresh. Will wants to show Electra the megacity. They will stop for lunch at Il Giardino first. At Il Giardino, Remy works as he gapes at a picture of Electra. Sheila shows up and Remy addresses about his appreciation for the job. Sheila says Remy is saving them. Remy says he demanded the job to stay in LA. Sheila assumed Remy was wanting to be an actor. Remy admits he's trying to reconnect with a girl. Sheila teases Remy, but he says she's worth it. Remy would do anything to be close to her. As Sheila tends to guests, Remy gapes through further filmland of Electra. Sheila gets Will and Electra a table. Remy surprises Electra by showing up at their table. Electra introduces Remy and Will. Will learns that Remy has been following Electra's career. Electra is so happy that she'll get to see Remy all the time now. As Remy gushes about being there, Will gets a concerned look. Katie, Will and Electra are drooling at Forrester Creations about the jewelry line. Electra says they're right on target and Katie indicates everything is ready for the launch. Will pumps up Electra and Katie asks how she's settling in. She notes she's been spending a lot of time with Will and ran into an old friend who now works at Deacon's Pizza Kitchen. At the pizza kitchen, Sheila is getting acquainted with Remy. He says he wants to stay in city now that he has a job. Sheila asks what brought him to California and Remy says he's trying to reconnect with someone from back home.